I was born in Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick Projects, and then my family moved over to Crown Heights. I'm a junior, so my pops was Willie Hines Sr., and my mom name was Annie Hines. My pops, he worked at a Coca-Cola plant, so he was a factory worker. My mother, she was mostly at-home babysitter. I'm the youngest of three. Ever since I was a child, everybody in my family called me Scooby.
Scoob was like real smart, hip. He had all the latest clothes, everything. His finger was on the pulse with the music.
My pop's brother, he was a DJ. He was old school, like he's doing Osley Brothers and the OJs. And so I'm looking at records like that. So when hip hop came along and the whole scratching thing came along, I used to try to teach myself how to scratch with the volume button, right, on the record player, scratching the record, if you could imagine that. So that right there kind of led me into, okay, let me see if I could kind of play with this little rap thing.
In high school, he played me a cassette. Not only was he rhyming, he had like decent production. He had a drum machine, he had an organ, and he was laying down the vocals. And I was really impressed because I was like, yo, how are you making songs in your house without having like a real studio?
Scoob would use a lot of big words in his rhymes. His flow would be real technical and, you know, he was just into it.
I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, St. Andrews, back in 1970. I grew up in Jamaica till about maybe I was 10 years old. My parents decided to come to the States because they were chasing the American dream.
Cars, money. And I said to my son, yo, that's where we're going, man. And he's like, I don't want to go to America. And I'm like, yes, you're going to America. When we first came here, we lived in Union City, New Jersey, and we stayed there for a while until we moved to Teaneck, New Jersey.
My mom came up and she was a housekeeper. My pops was a watchmaker. I have a younger sister. She came along 13 years after me.
He was very friendly. He was always entertaining. He never missed an opportunity where he could be on stage doing his singing.
In high school, I started beatboxing, you know, writing rhymes in my notebook, you know, checking them out, you know, and unbeknownst to me at that time, my father would find my notebook, my pops, and he would go through it.
I used to produce reggae music. And then when I realized my son wanted to rap, and I said, all right, let me see what you got. And I listened, and I'm like, you're not gonna make it. But it progressed.